Welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 17th of February for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you'd subscribe. This week sees the Sun travel into the 12th Zodiac sign, the sign of Pisces on Wednesday. But also on Sunday we have a fabulous new moon. A new moon which is going to be fired up by the energies of Mars. But Mars is also going to be forging a tremendous angle with Uranus this week, which is a very positive but also very fast moving energy. And the Sun's going to join in with that by the time it achieves that new moon on Sunday. So although it's a watery new moon in the sign of Pisces, also mutable, shifting around, I do think it's going to bring a lot of passion to bear. And particularly when we can listen to our instincts but act them out in a more tangible way, which comes from the energy of Mars being in the sign of Capricorn, where it is exalted. But the other really good piece of news this week is that Saturn and Pluto now start to inch apart. They've been broadly within 3 degrees for around about a year, and of course came into that big connection on the 12th of January where they were exactly conjunct. But now Saturn starts to step forwards. It will move into the sign of Aquarius on the 22nd of March. So that will, depending on your natal chart, provide some relief, or it could be that Saturn's going to move on to a critical point, like it joins up with my Sun for those 4 months that it is in Aquarius. But what I would say to you is that I feel that the intensity of the transit between Saturn and Pluto is going to start to lessen now, and that's something that we can all appreciate. Now, of course, this week also sees Mercury go into a retrograde. But Mercury has actually been in its shadow, both in the sign of Aquarius on the 2nd of February, and since the 3rd, when it moved into Pisces, right through till this week. But obviously we do need to be sure that we're being very mindful about how we control documents, communications, and there could be some kind of unreliability around a trusted appliance or even device that perhaps has been something that's always there, we're using constantly in our everyday world. Mercury being the ruling planet of Gemini, which is very much about the everyday world. Your specific forecast, Taurus, suggests that with Mars moving into the most expansive part of your scope, your desire to widen your horizons certainly is going to pick up. But also Mercury, the planet which controls travel and higher education, which Mars is pushing you towards, or new experiences, that goes into retrograde. So it is going to be important to make sure that the details you can affect around any plans that you have, however exciting they may be, are really executed as best as possible. Now actually Uranus in your sign is forging a delicious link with Mars in Capricorn all this week, and then when the Sun moves into Pisces on Wednesday, followed by the new moon on Sunday also in Pisces, your Uranus in your sign is going to be right at the core of proceedings. And you may be absolutely thrilled by how things start to shift, move forwards, and events can go much quicker than you might expect in some ways. Certainly if you are wanting to be a little bit more daring and a little bit more spontaneous in your approach, you have such a rich appreciation of stability. But don't let that stupefy your passion and your desire to live in the moment, live in the now. And that's really what this week is about. It's about taking action and not being put off by the fact that Mercury is in retrograde. There is still a lot to go for you personally. It's been a real pleasure being with you. If you'd like to ascend above your zodiac sign and embrace personal astrology and understand what makes you tick beyond just where your Sun's located, please see the link beneath this video where you can order your personal character analysis and also your 12-month forecast, and also achieve a 30% discount, or you can choose to have a one-to-one personal consultation with me. But for now, good luck and goodbye.